Well, hello there, dear viewer, and welcome back to Dragon Quest VIII. I wasn't sure if I would actually return to this game after the last video. The hero and the princess take off with Trode to travel the world together. And who knows what else they're gonna do, right? I mean, they were a couple in love after all they'd been through. Told Prince Charmles to get fucked. And you know, after that, I actually came back to the game. Loaded up my save. After you beat the game and all of that jazz, you save the game. It puts a star next to your save slot. And when you load it up, you are back in the world before you fight the last boss. This does a couple things in the game. It opens up the bonus content. It opens up more monsters for you to hunt down for Mori's monstrous pit, and it gives you access to reaching the bonus ending, which is pretty much all I'm here for, to be honest. I haven't really been able to convince myself to take part in Mori's monstrous pit, going out and hunting down all the monsters and stuff. What we're going to be doing in this video, and maybe the next one, I don't know how long this will take, is we're going to be running through the bonus dungeon, which is a boss gauntlet, and then we're going to be partaking in the ending. Since the last time you guys have saw me, I've done a lot of leveling up. Plump is 92, Yengus is 96, Angelo is 91, Jessica is 87. Made some new equipment. Definitely not all top tier stuff, honestly. I've already done probably about 15 hours of grinding to get the levels here, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, kind of cheated. I turned on an experience multiplier because I really didn't want to grind out experience for 30 to 40 hours in order to crush the bonus content. I'm not here for a specific challenge, even though it might actually challenge us. Yengus is still using the Conqueror's Axe. Angelo has the Odin's Bow. Jessica has the Gringham Whip. I did go back and get that. And we've also got a Timbrel of Tension, which is something else you can make with the alchemy pot. It raises the tension of the entire party every time she uses it. Pretty damn useful. We've also got new abilities and everything. I don't know if you'll actually get to see any of those. But we'll see. Holy Protection works just about everywhere now. If I don't want to get into a fight with a non-boss monster, I don't have to. So, if I really wanted to, we could go see Imperia. We could use the Sage's orbs that we gathered, and we could beat the boss again. However, that would not give us the special bonus ending. To get the bonus ending, we have to go back to this place here. But what is this place, you might be asking yourself and wondering? Why was it in the cutscene after you beat the game? Just what did the developers have in store for you whenever they activated this symbol? Well, I'm going to show you guys. And I could cast Holy Protection here and avoid any combat, but I guess I will show you guys some combat. And then we're going to make a quick beeline for the end of this place. Hellhoppers. I leveled up Spears with Plump. He also learned Dragon Soul. It's a secret Dragovian ability that releases your inner dragon and bypasses defense for enemies. Yengus leveled up a bunch of axe. Well, I leveled up axes with him and unlocked a bunch of skills. The most interesting one is Golden Oldies, that he actually mastered with Charisma being maxed out. I don't know if these things will be left alive after Giga Gash. There. I guess they will be. Pretty good damage, huh? And then the whip to finish things off. Yeah. And Yangus is level 97. That experience that they gave, that's still with the multiplier in effect. We might gain a couple levels as we go through here. I'm not going to fight the entire way, though. I kind of felt bad about using an experience multiplier, but whenever I looked up how long I was going to have to grind just to get to, like, level 65, I really just said, fuck it. Plump, you defend. I want to see golden oldies. I did the game legitimately. Fuck, I even beat the game at a super low level, which I thought was kind of impressive. Golden oldies. What are you eating, Trode? Is that a can of cat food? So yeah, that is an ability. Kinda hilarious. I don't know how useful it is. Plump levels up to 93. We get almost no skill points. I want to say at about level 50, 55, you almost never get more than 1 or 2 skill points. Angelo gets 3 this time, wow. Guess I'll continue just to boost his charisma, why not? So, this place is actually pretty long. So, in order to get through here, at kind of a brisk pace without being interrupted anymore, let's just cast Holy Protection. Question is though, where are we? What was that? What was that temple that we landed on? Who built that? What was that symbol that lit up? I don't remember seeing that anywhere. Okay. A samurai? Maybe that's a samurai. Looks like he's got a sword. His hand is raised. I can't tell what gesture he's making, but it's to 6 maidens. What does that mean? An angry, fire-breathing dragon. Okay. Strange cave graffiti. Beautiful place, though. A complete pain in the ass if you come here low leveled. Ooh, suit of liquid metal armor. Unfortunately, I already have that for everyone. That's what you can buy in the casino. Yeah, this place is a little bit of a pain in the ass if you come here under leveled. You can totally do this at like level, I want to say 60, maybe even 55 if you really know what you're doing. But I didn't want to mess with it. I was not at all interested in that. The last fight, the last boss battle took an hour of my time, which is quite significant. And I think if you do these fights without powering yourself up, probably I would assume like a 2 to 3 hour long ordeal, maybe even longer. Now I haven't actually fought them, even though I've leveled up. I poked my head into here at a much lower level than this and decided to turn back, but I've not actually fought any of the optional bosses that we're gonna have to go through yet. These are some mighty big tunnels, I might add. A lot of the caverns that we go into had human-sized tunnels. These definitely do not look like that. Okay, so we can go left or left. Is that a flying dragon being struck down? Knocking people out of the way? I don't know what those are. Dragon eggs, maybe? Another fire-breathing dragon and... a flying monk, maybe? Raining down death from above. I don't know. Treasure chest is unlocked. It's a seed of skill. I now have 2 of those, and I don't know who to spend them on. Plump definitely doesn't need any more skills. You know, I actually didn't see this path right here whenever we ran past it the first time. I was starting to get a little bit curious about where we were going to go, since that was a dead end to a treasure chest. Ugh, now I've got the hiccups. Another blue fire-breathing dragon. Okay. So we've obviously got a god now. Having people kneel down and worship. People working the fields, carrying vases of water, maybe? I don't know. Is this like an ancient lost religion? I'm pretty sure after the main game we could come to the conclusion that the goddess's religion was fake, right? Ooh, a Thanatos shield. Can I use the alchemy pot here? No. I think I actually know a recipe for the Thanatos shield to turn it into the goddess shield. I've looked up a lot of stuff on this game since beating it. Wanted to verify some stuff, look up any secrets I might have missed outside of like the bonus, like the troll dungeon that I looked up and stuff. I wanted to dive deeper into it, and I didn't really miss anything too terribly important. Throughout the course of that Let's Play, I hit all of the keynotes. Okay. Just where are we? Wow. We gotta go all the way over there. If you were not leveled up enough for Holy Protection to work, good lord, this would be a slog. I also found out something else while leveling up skills. If for some reason you choose to play through the game and you take all of your advice from me, Yangus can learn Padfoot, a secret technique for disguising your presence so as to avoid monsters. If you level up his unarmed combat, I don't know exactly what it's called. Oh, Pandora's box. He can learn skills that help evade monsters. I'm pretty sure I noticed that really early on in the game, but I kind of said screw it. Oh, and I also did find out that there is a Moogle charm in this game, but it is completely pointless. It's, I think it's, God, what type of ring is it called? I wanted to say the prayer ring, but that's not it. Maybe a priest ring or something like that? Anyways, you only get it after you've beat every single enemy in the game once. So you have to hunt down every monster in the game. You have to kill all of the bosses, all of the secret bosses. And you have to beat the game and make it here to kill the bosses here. And the enemies in this dungeon as well. So by the time you can kill all of these bosses here anyways, why would you care about having a Moogle charm or not? Any enemies that you could possibly run across, you'll probably be able to brutally murder in 2 turns, maybe 3 at most. An elven elixir, wonderful. So yeah, the Moogle charm in this game is pointless. I'm sure that someone out there could find use for it. Oh, I've killed everything, but I still don't have all of the treasure chests in the game. I haven't gotten every single last mini medal. I need to find them. What better way to do it than with a Moogle charm? After I've beaten everything. A Metal King spear. Is that any better than what I've got? Quite a bit better. I'm not gonna use it though. Spears do not have Falcon Slash, which allows you to double attack. And since I'm using the Uber Miracle Sword, attacking twice and doing a shit ton of damage and then healing myself for like 150 hit points every turn, pretty useful. Complete and total overkill for farming metal slimes. So I halfway bite my tongue. Yeah, the only way to legitimately level up in this game post 40 is to take advantage and abuse metal slimes, liquid metal slimes, and metal slime kings. Metal Slime King gives you a whopping 30,000 experience. So if you want to play the game legit and you want to level up without using an experience multiplier, then they're pretty much the only way. It's a tombstone. The inscription reads, "Here lies my beloved El Trio. May he rest in peace." The only problem with killing metal slimes of any type is, as you guys saw, I want to say early on in the playlist, like the Malia Abbey ruins, I think, was the first time we bumped into one metal slime. I don't think there's anything down there. That was the first time we bumped into metal slime, and they run away about 50 to 75% of the time. You can only do 1 damage to them until you get the right abilities. The only way to really kill them is to get a critical hit, which if you don't have the proper weapons and skills for, you will never get. So what do we have here?
That gate's a whopper, isn't it? Wonder what's behind it, eh?
It won't move an inch. What do we do now?
Well, Yangus, he's got an axe. How about we just chop it down?
Well, we can't just turn back. Come on, someone must have a bright idea.
Jessica's got some super powerful fire magic. She could probably just burn a hole right through it. Or... okay, or we let Munchie open it. It's about time you were useful for something. Just where the hell are we? Is this like... are we in Archdragon Peak or something? Is this Dark Souls?
Welcome to the Dragovian Sanctuary. We Dragovians are capable of existing in 2 forms, human and dragon.
Okay.
I am Chen Mui, a Dragovian elder. I'll be your guide here. It has been many hundreds of years since humans last set foot within the sanctuary. Your sudden appearance may shock some Dragovians. That is why I would like to accompany you. You may feel uncomfortable at being escorted, but I pray for your understanding in this matter.
Okay, why not? I'm not gonna turn down an escort. What else do you have to say? I expect the existence of the Dragovian race came as something of a surprise. Yes, I quite understand. Life is full of surprises. For my part, I never expected humans to find their way through the labyrinth to the sanctuary. But yet here we are. I wonder where Munchie's got to anyway. It's weird that he just ran off when we got here. First time he's done that, eh? So these people are part dragon and part human. They seem fairly normal to me, apart from looking like they're wearing weird earrings. I suppose I expected them to be a bit more overtly abnormal, you know. I mean, nothing else in this place is normal. And he happened to arrive just when we did? How did he time things so perfectly? Chen Mui looks like a simple old man, but I suspect there's more to him than meets the eye. Is the wagon with us? By chance it is, okay. Now, let me see if I can remember what this is. It's a Thanatos shield that is definitely cursed. Make no mistake, folks. Don't put it on. Don't equip it. Bad things will come to you if you do. What if we throw some Saint's Ashes in there? Okay.
I do believe you're onto something here.
Oh, yeah. I'll show you, the battle records. This is where we're at currently.
I see Jessica is perishing in battle with some regularity. I shall have to give her some one-on-one instruction to rectify the matter.
Wonderful. This is, us now. This is when I completed the game. 63 hours and 31 minutes of playtime.
Your ridiculously low levels didn't seem to impede you when it came to pounding that blubbergut. Perhaps I should call you the puny powerhouse.
I'll take the puny powerhouse as a compliment. We did exceptionally well in that last battle, and I'm still happy. I'm still happy with it. Kicked this game's ass.
What's this? What happened? The sanctuary wasn't like this when I left.
How long ago did you leave? Didn't you just like beam down to us? Not that long ago? A mini medal! Another one! Wow! Didn't expect to find one all the way up here. Maybe that'll take us to the next item. All of us, young and old, are slowly losing our life force, our very will to live. Once my father walked tall and proud. Now look at him. He's so weak he can no longer stand. What have we done to deserve this? And who could have foreseen the tragedy that will befall our Lord? I'm gonna have to save this place. Bought 2 bottles of fresh milk. If only they were bottles of fresh dragon milk. Another mini medal. Excuse me, sir. Sorry,
Humans, what are they doing here?
Sorry to have shattered and covered you with pottery shards.
If only I had the strength to turn into my dragon form, I would scorch them where they stand.
Rude.
I should have expected that even ill health wouldn't quench your hatred of humans.
Master Chenwei, so you brought these humans into our sanctuary.
Human.
You traitor! It's ridiculous notions like this that made your daughter commit her offense against our race.
An offense against our race, you say? You haven't changed one bit. Well, there's no sense trying to reason with a stone. Let's leave this stubborn old man to his own devices.
We're gonna let him lay there and
Fool
die.
or not, it isn't right to antagonize a man on his sickbed.
Oh, come on. Let me have some fun. Let me give him a hard time until he forcefully turns into a dragon. An urn of Saint's Ashes in here? This really is post-game. Piece of premium mold. They never would have given this shit away in bags and stuff. I wanted to make you work for that. I do have a map of this place. Interesting. A church. A church of the goddess up here. Shouldn't be surprised, I guess. Just going to assume that the goddess was Rapthorn all along. It has been many years since I last saw a human, and then only a dead one. Did you happen to see a gravestone on your way here? That is where his body was found. That was some 20 years ago. He was a young man, and he appeared to be royalty of some kind. Maybe he was the descendant of the great knight Edric. And that's like 3 mini medals here. Beautiful nook grass. Not that I need any of the items from Princess Minnie. What brings you to this house of the goddess at such a late hour, my child? Let me divinate and show you how much experience we need. Plump needs 99,000. Yangus 86,000. Angelo 98,000. And Jess 92,000. Okay. Remember, the all-seeing goddess watches over every step of the journey we take. I don't know if you've heard this, but the goddess might not be real. I mean, the most holy statue of the goddess in all of the land turned out to be housing the body of a demon. You'd think the real goddess might have done something about that. Yggdrasil Dew. Another incredibly rare item. The gate to the sanctuary can only be opened by those of the Dragovian race. So it's a shock to see humans here. Truth be told, I'm glad to see you. Looking back, I think isolating ourselves was the wrong path to take. Just to look at us now. If you ask me, our fate was sealed the moment we made the decision to cut our ties with humans. I already talked to you, sleepyhead.
Are you humans?
Yes.
Well, it doesn't matter. We're dying out anyway. Tell me, what is going on? What in the world happened here? Ah, Master Chinmui. I see you have returned to us. You have my sympathies. You've arrived just in time to witness the end of the Dragovian race. The end of the Dragovians? Things are even worse than they appear. We had better visit the other elders. We must get to the bottom of this.
Shouldn't you know what's going on, Chinmui? You have the Dragovian ears. Okay. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Which side? I guess it doesn't matter which side we go. Do you sell anything useful in here? Is there anything I want? I'm sorry, but the law of the sanctuary forbids me from doing business with humans. With special permission from the Council of Elders, it would be possible. But for now I cannot. And I must ask you to leave. Immediately. Only after I get another mini medal. Can I get more mini medals, please? Be hilarious if all 3 of these bags were mini medals. A piece of chunky cheese. I looked up what the cheeses do too, and they're all worthless. There isn't a single useful one. For the amount of effort it takes to craft them and the time it takes to craft them, no. they're all duds. The angel one doesn't even cast Kazing to like legitimately revive people. It casts Zing, which means maybe your teammates will get revived, maybe they won't. That path only leads to my house. Before we go there, I must find out what happened to the sanctuary. We must speak with the elders. Don't get distracted. You can break the pots and vases in my house soon enough.
Master Chen Mui, what a surprise. It has been many years. When did you return?
Save the pleasantries. You must tell me what is happening here. I apologize. That's a matter for me to discuss with the council elders. Pray, let us pass.
Most honored Chen Mui, you may pass, but I cannot permit the humans to enter the council chamber with you.
That is so rude.
We are facing a dire crisis, and you stand on formalities? I will take full responsibility for my guests. Now move out of my way at once.
It appears your mind is made up, Master Chen Mui. In that case, please, enter.
Of course. Do you know who we are? Surprised the Dragovians haven't even heard about us.
What is this? The Council of Elders is in session.
It's a pizza delivery man.
Ah! If it isn't Chen Mui.
It is. It is indeed. Welcome back to the Council, Chen Mui.
Thank you. But let us save the pleasantries for later. First, tell me how the sanctuary could have fallen into this state.
Yes. I forgot that you left before the ritual was carried out. Very well. Let me tell you how all this came about.
Oh boy.
Just after you left Chen Mui, the Lord of the Dragovians came to a momentous decision. As of course you know, we Dragovians are both human and dragon. He decided the time had come for us to abandon our human forms once and for all.
What? Preposterous! Does such a ritual really exist?
Our Lord ascended the heavenly dais to test the ritual on himself first. Once it was completed, our Lord became a dragon once and for all. Or so he thought.
In fact, the ritual failed. As you know, it consumes a great deal of energy for us to remain in our dragon forms. The ritual compensated for this by replenishing the energy from the ambient surroundings. In other words, our Lord began to absorb the energy of his fellow Dragovians.
Okay, I could see where that caused some problems.
We are slowly being consumed by his unending hunger for energy. Thus, the sanctuary has fallen into discord and disarray.
As soon as we realized the ritual had failed, we appeared before the Lord of the Dragovians to plead with him to reverse it. But the ritual appears to have affected his mind as well. In his current state, he cannot be reasoned with.
So the ritual was a 100% total failure.
What now sits upon the heavenly dais is not the Lord of the Dragovians, but a savage, uncontrollable monster. He attacked us. We had no choice but to withdraw.
And soon the sanctuary of the Dragovians will be no more. I can put it no more plainly than that.
I see. It appears terrible events have unfolded during my absence.
Chen Mui, I meant to ask earlier, but who are your companions? They appear to be humans, if my eyes do not deceive me. I mean no rebuke. I am simply curious.
Your eyes do not deceive you. These humans intend to confront the Lord of Darkness, Rapthorn.
Indeed. Is he...
There will be time for that later. They plan to confront the Lord of Darkness, you say?
Is he what? We've had questions about Plump's origins since the very beginning, and the princess talking to us has only made those questions even more important to have answered.
If that is the case, they have arrived at a most fortuitous point in our conversation.
But can we really entrust such an important task to outsiders?
Outsiders? Perhaps you should introduce yourselves to the Council of Elders.
Okay. I'm Plump. I'm a badass swordsman and a top-tier gambler. I make the houses go broke when I throw the dice, folks. Okay, who are you? Although we did not participate in the battle against the Lord of Darkness long ago, we are perfectly aware of how powerful Rapthorn is. You are but humans, yet still you choose to face him? It is most impressive. I never imagined the Lord of the Dragovians would suffer such a fate. Will you restore him to sanity and save the Dragovian sanctuary from destruction? I can try. No matter how one looks at it, it is only natural for us Dragovians to exist in both human and dragon form. Our Lord's decision to abandon his human form against all reason is at the root of the tragedy that has befallen us. Oh, you're Plump, are you? My, haven't you grown into a fine young man? So she knows us. There is a way to save the Lord of the Dragovians from this madness. That is, by defeating him in battle. When he falls, he will return to his human form and to his senses, one would hope. As such, we convened the discussion to select a brave warrior from among our race to fight the Lord of the Dragovians in single combat. However, we reached the inevitable conclusion that in our present state, there are none among us strong enough to survive such a confrontation. Okay.
I see. It would take powerful warriors indeed to overcome the strength of the Lord of the Dragovians, which makes these humans perfect for the task. Indeed, their valor has been acknowledged by none less than the godbird Imperia.
Oh yeah, did I forget to mention that too?
The godbird Imperia!
I hesitate to ask any more of you when you already journey under such a terrible burden. But before you confront Rapthorn, I would ask that you face the Lord of the Dragovians. Think of it as a personal request from me. Will you accept?
Yeah.
I had faith in you from the very start. Simply hearing that lifts my spirits immensely. Please, come to my home, where I will prepare a cheese banquet suitable for great heroes such as yourselves.
Cheese? My favorite! I really do love cheese, folks. Cheese is absolutely amazing. Goes good with so many things. Shredded, cubed, straight off the block. I'm not even gonna go try to go through back there. So how do you even know that you still have cheese, Chen Mui? You've been gone for so long. Maybe this is like an old folks song.
Master Chen Mui, you finally return. I have looked forward to this day.
Ah, yes. Thank you for watching over things in my absence.
It's an old folks home and he knows it's just about noon. They're going to be serving cheese and juice boxes.
I brought some human guests with me today. I want you to make sure they are comfortable.
Guests from the human world? Do you mean one of them is Miss Chia's?
Why don't you begin preparing tonight's meal?
Zia.
Of course, Master. A cheese banquet, I presume. I'll begin preparations right away.
Please, make yourselves at home.
Starting to make sense. His hair, the things we've been told about our pocket mouse.
What a spread, eh? I don't think I've ever eaten that much cheese in my whole life.
Your bunghole's gonna be plugged up, Yangus.
Not that I'm complaining, mind. That was good grub. I'm just feeling a bit cozy round the old midriff.
That's Yangus, always thinking with his stomach. By the way, there's something about this Chen Mui fellow that sticks in my mind. We only just met him today. How does he know so much about us?
Actually, I found the attitude of the elders even more bizarre. It was as if they'd known about you for a long time.
I got that feeling too.
You reckon? I didn't notice nothing weird.
Gross.
If it's bugging you like, why don't you ask that old Shem Wassett bloke, eh?
Like, he's picked his nose multiple times throughout the games, but that's the first time they've ever added a sound effect for flicking it.
You know, for once I actually agree with you, Yangus.
I seriously doubt he'll spit out the truth there and then, but it can't hurt to try.
Okay. What do we got in here? It's securely locked. It cannot be opened. By any key. Another mini-medal. I was half expecting another mini-medal to pop out of there. There's so many mini-medals. A piece of worthless angel cheese. That's the cheese that casts zing. Yeah, Gov. It's a bit late to be going places, ain't it? Fine. Is it? Is it? I didn't think that was going to lead outside. The room you're staying in once belonged to Chen Mui's only daughter, Zia. She was a curious and adventurous girl. One day, she decided to go and see the world of humans for herself. When Chen Mui noticed she was missing, he immediately set off to find her and bring her home. But by the time he located his daughter, she had already fallen in love with a human. His name was El Trio, and he was a prince in the world of humans. I don't remember the name of his kingdom, but I do recall it having a certain tradition. The men there gave a ring with a special jewel set in it to their betrothed. Miss Zia returned to the Dragovian sanctuary with just such a ring on her finger. Is that so? Okay, before we talk to him, gotta look around, smash everything. Hello, ma'am. Highly strung cheese. Incredibly difficult cheese to make that raises your tension level by 1. Worthless. On the path to the Dragovian sanctuary lies an old grave. It belongs to El Trio, the human who promised his heart to Miss Zia. It appears that he attempted to follow his beloved from the world of humans, all the way to the Dragovian sanctuary. But the road here is long and fraught with perils. He died just before reaching the end of his journey. I'd never seen Miss Zia so sad as the day she heard the news. She passed away not long after. Even now, Master Chen Mui deeply regrets his decision to split their relationship asunder. Died of a broken heart. You broke your daughter's heart, Chen Mui. How horrible. You killed her. It's a book entitled bustiers I have known. My lifelong obsession with bustiers has led me to spend many years in search of the ultimate specimen, the divine bustier. Thanks to the miracle of alchemy, my dream has finally come true. The recipe is quite simple. All you have to do is combine a shimmering dress with... I can't go and give away all my secrets now, can I? Bustier lovers, if you find this book, use the clue I have given you to create your own divine bustier. After all, where's the fun in me just telling you? I'm praying that someone with the same dedication I showed is now reading these words. A shimmering dress... I don't think I even have a shimmering dress, and this is going to take a while, no doubt. So don't give up. Probably take like another 30 minutes or something. You look like there's something on your mind. Come on, out with it then. What's this about Zia? How do you guys know so much about me? I see. You're curious as to how we seem to know so much about you, huh? Well, that's hardly surprising, but I'm going to have to ask you to wait. For the moment, I'd like you to focus on the matter at hand. That is, bringing the Lord of the Dragovians back to his senses and saving the Dragovian sanctuary. When you've completed that task, I promise I'll answer each and every question you have. Okay. Here, Gov. It's a bit late to be going places, ain't it? What do you mean? I tried to go to bed up here and it wouldn't let me. I already talked to him. Okay. Now I can go to bed. Surprised the princess isn't talking to me in my dream.
Awake already? How do you feel? Did you sleep well?
Yeah, pretty comfortable bed actually.
Glad to hear it. I'm counting on you. Today you will visit the heavenly dais. The path is a labyrinth. The entrance lies beyond a portal, beneath the council chamber.
Okay. Kind of figured there was going to be something there. Before we go out down below, what is this, a balcony? A waste of my time balcony, like pretty much every single balcony in the game has been thus far. Maybe they just put balconies in so that if you're exploring, once you... Well, I guess you could zoom and leave town if you were on a balcony. I don't know. From a gameplay perspective, I don't see what purpose they add. Also, I think I'm going to save it and end the video. Whenever we come back, we'll go below the council chambers and see what awaits us on the other side of that door.